Okay. Of course, one of the problems that we've encountered is that when we stop, these carriages have not. That's something we're going to have to deal with later. Oh boy. That's an accident waiting to happen. Welcome back to Grandpa Playing Games and our Derail Valley career. Let's have a look at what we're going to be doing today. Having achieved a bank balance last time of $72,231, we're now in a great position to purchase the license for the DH4 locomotive that we've been wanting to obtain for a long period of time. The problem is that there's no DH4 locomotives to drive here at Coal Mine East. So we're going to take a job using our DE2 locomotives as well as the slug, and we're going to go to the food factory where we last saw a DH4, and we're going to pick it up there. So we've had a look last time and seen that there is in actual fact a couple of jobs available for the food factory and town. This logistical haul here, which gives us $10,000 in revenue, and also this one here, which provides us with $6,621 in revenue. Now, neither of these are particularly heavy or difficult loads, and so I think we should be able to accomplish it in reasonable time. So the idea will be to find where this job, CME LH91, is located, as well as this job here, CME LH57, so that we know where to couple them up prior to us picking up the job, and of course the clock starting to run from that point in time. So let's go and have a look and see if we can't locate where these two are now. You'll recall from our last episode that there's two yards here at Coal Mine East, Yard B and Yard C. Now, I'm not sure which of these are going to be the jobs that we need, but this one here is, I think, a good contender because they're empty carriages. So this is CME LH57. Let's have a quick look at the job card. CME LH57, so we know we need this carriage here, interestingly, which is moving around by itself. You see that? Wow, that's weird. Okay, let's move along and see if we can't find where the other job is. It'd be amazing if it was this one here. So we're looking now for CME LH91. So you can see straight away that the carriage types are a bit different, and it is not going to be these ones here. Let's have a look. These ones are looking to be good contenders for this job. 2, 4, 6 carriages here. And if we have a look, CMELH91. So we now know where our two jobs are. We can go ahead and couple those up before picking up the actual job. We have a look at the station map here for Coal Mine East. We can see there's only one entry and exit point. So that means that basically we're going to be pulling both of these cars out in this direction here. Okay. I think we've got it worked out. So we're not going to take all of our locomotives at this stage because we'd be using unnecessary fuel if we use everything. So let's just take the one DE2 for the time being. Okay. Let's get this guy going. So, as usual, we need to open up the master brake valve there. Release the handbrake. Make sure that we are not in gear. So we're in neutral. And our throttle is all the way disengaged. Let's, for good measure, turn on the brakes. And all of our switches. We'll engage forward gear and get on going. Hadn't seen that lump of coal before. Okay, we can turn right here. That should be enough. Okay, that part's coupled up. Now the next thing to do is to release the handbrake if it's already set, which it was. And we need to go and have a look because I believe there's a second part of the train that we also need to hook to. So yeah, we need to get these two connected. This is not part of our job. This is CMA LH48, and for some reason it's been quite damaged previously. It's only at 62.9% health. Okay, so if we can jump in here. And we'll push up. And now we should be able to go and couple up those ones. Yeah. Good. Okay. And not forgetting that the handbrake at one end of the other of this section will also be applied. Let's have a look whether it's this one. Yeah, that was the one. We'll go and have a look in our locomotive to see whether there's any warning lights above the brake pipe valve. Gauge, I should say. There's not. So we're good to go. And we're just going to run these into this adjacent track here. Okay, let's run them back. Onwards. Good. Okay, we're now good to go. So we will uncouple from here. We'll give this engine a bit of maintenance. Recouple back up to the slug. Bring them around and connect to the train. Then we'll go and sleep, and we'll commence the job tomorrow. Bring our station map up, and here we can set our points where we want. Okay. Starting to get dark. I think we need to put the lights on. Okay, let's see if we can't service this little beast while we're at it. I think we will, for safety's sake, turn the engine off. Everything's ready for servicing. Pop on out. Okay, so let's have a look what we need. Powertrain does need some repair, as does the mechanical powertrain and the wheels. But even in that little shunting job, we've damaged everything. The body, the wheels, the powertrain. Obviously we've used a fair bit of oil. And we need to top up the diesel. Okay. Fully serviced. Let's see how much that's going to cost us. 2,520. It's not too bad, I guess. Okay, all done. Now, unless there's been any damage to any of the carriages, we should be in a position that we can start off clean with no fees. Alright, let's hook up to the slug. We need to not only connect the brake pipes, but also, also this guy here for the multi-unit operations. Okay, slug is connected to. Let's make sure the handbrake's not on. No, handbrake is off. It's good. Go into our other DE2. And start it up. So we should be okay with this master valve being in the off position, seeing the other one is on. Brakes are on. I think we should be in a position to start this guy up. Yes. Let's just make sure it is coupled and connected to the slug, as it should be. Yes, it is. Hop in here. Brake light is flashing, so I guess probably what I didn't check on the other unit was whether the handbrake was connected or not. My guess is the handbrake will be on, hence the reason the brake pipe light was flashing. No longer is, so we'll head back to the front unit. Put our headlights on so we can see where we're going clearly. Okay. Bit more gentle on the throttle might be the way to go. Okay. Let's go and pop in our other DE2. Put the lights on so we can see again where we're going. Oh, and for some reason, we just had a blowout. What have we done wrong here? Yeah. Because we switched ends, backwards is now forwards, and forwards is backwards, because they both the DE2s are pointed in a different direction. Okay. Hopefully we are close enough to be able to couple up. I think we will need our lantern out. Unfortunately, no, we're not close enough. This is a much better view. Alright, we have now touched. We've also tripped a fuse again, which we're very good at doing. We'll couple these together. Let's just put him... Oh dear. Let's try that again. Making a meal of this. Now let's just put it on the ground. Okay. I guess while we're down here, we can get those connected. done. This guy has got nowhere to go. Alright. We have got one more great cock. Alright, we'll turn him off as well. Put the brakes on. Okay, and we'll turn the lights off. And we're good to go to the station now. And wait until the morning. I think we can leave the lights on in the cab in the meantime. Okay, so that's all of our shunting done. Well, in theory, we probably should go and clear these carriages that we left on the through track. But hey, let somebody else worry about that. We're not being paid to do that one. Big leg spike there. Okay, let's have a look at the time. 10:30 p.m. We have a look at where we're going. We are at Coal Mine East here, where the red pin is. We want to go up and around, and then around, and then up to the food factory. It's going to be a couple of hours trip. I think we can have a good sleep and leave in hopefully good weather. So tomorrow's forecast. 6 a.m. it's a little bit spotty weather, but by 9 a.m. it's nice and sunny. So given the fact that it's 10:30 now, we have a good 10 or so hours sleep. I think we should be fine. So we'll have a sleep. We'll then pick up the job and set our points and get going. So let's go and sleep in the bed. 10 hours. That'll take us to 8:46. And that should be perfect for us. So let's go to sleep and we'll do the rest in the morning. Good morning. Well, we've had a good 10 hours sleep and we've showered, haven't changed. Let's go and have a look to see, whoops, where are we going? Sorry. We're going out here. And we're going to firstly, before we pick up our job and put it through the order validator, we're going to go to the career manager and just clear any remaining fees that may be there. So let's have a look. Yeah, we've got a little bit, so best to start off with a clean slate, I think. So get rid of this one here. And then also this one here. Good. So that's cleared all of our fees, and that means that we're able to buy new licenses. Let's see how much money we've got left after that. 65,000. We know the jobs we're going to pick up are worth about 15 or 16,000 if we deliver them successfully without too much damage, and if we also manage to do it within 45 minutes, we'll get about 8,000 bonus money on top of that. So we want to make sure that we're left with 50,000 so that we can buy that license for the DH4 when we get to our destination. So I think we're in reasonable shape. Okay. Now, although... I do notice these are logistical haul jobs, and they require a logistical haul license. And I've got a sneaky feeling we don't have that. Let's have a look at the licenses we do have. We've got all of these, train length 1 and 2 and concurrent orders, as well as dispatcher, fragile, and freight haul. We don't have concurrent orders 2. Oh dear, logistical haul requires $20,000. So that's going to put us below. Oh no, that's going to put us below the 50,000 that we need. Oh, what the heck. Let's just go ahead and do it. We'll buy the logistical haul license. Oh no. Money, sadly, down to 45,000. But we are able to now pick up both of these jobs. Hopefully we'll end up with enough once we get to Food Factory to get what we want. Okay, let's not delay, get underway. So we're going to accept this order, and we're going to accept that order. Clock is ticking, but what we should have done before picking those up, but we can quickly do now, is just check our route map. We want to be going here from Coal Mine East. We want to go to the right here, to the left here, to the right here, go around, to the right here, and off to the Food Factory. So those points are already pretty much set in our favour. let's get cracking. Yeah, for a moment. For a moment I thought that we hadn't got all of the jobs that we need. Let's just have a quick look here at which one's at the front. Later on we'll have to LH57 is at front. Later on we'll have to decide the order in which we're dropping things off. Okay, let's hop into this DE2 and start it up. Brake light is flashing here above the brake pipe gauge. So that means that we've got at least one active brake at the moment. Most likely the handbrake here. It's not that. It may be the handbrake here, which is on, and probably on the other engine as well. Okay, let's make sure we're in neutral gear. We are. Throttle is all the way off. Brakes are on. Switches are on. This one's running. Go to the front locomotive. Same thing here. Let's check. Aha, handbrake is on. Brake pipe light is still flashing because this needs to be dropped down, and now we're good. We're set to go. Okay. Let them know we're on our way. Forward gear, brakes off. We're on the move. Well, a little bit of an incline here, but we should be able to handle that pretty easily. We've only got a light load. We've got a lot of tractive engines to pull us along. Just take it easy around some of these bends. It'd be a bit tragic if we derailed now. Beautiful looking simulator this is. It's a glorious day here on Derail Valley. Now, as we progress along, we're going to have a look at which sidings at our destination we need to drop off our 2 different loads so that we can plan ahead. Hopefully set up the points accordingly so that we've got an easy job to drop both of these loads off. We're not expecting any rain today, so we shouldn't be getting too much wheel slipping, even though we're on a fairly steep grade. Well within the speed limit here. The DE2 is not necessarily the fastest locomotive, and certainly the slug, I think, slows it down a little bit as far as top speed is concerned, but obviously helps a lot with the tractive effort. See on the world map where the blue triangle here, so we should be headed off to the left of this section. Points are set correctly. Okay, so 60 kilometer an hour speed limit here, and it is a downhill gradient, so we're going to have to be a little careful that we don't overspeed, because we know from previous experience what happens when we go too fast. We end up taking a scenic tour of Derail Valley, not necessarily remaining on the tracks to do it. And being downhill, another good thing is we're not consuming too much fuel. Pretty much coasting along here. Well, as predicted, we're having no problems pulling this light load. Slow down a little bit here. I think we're okay now. Fairly tight curves along here. So those of you that have been following along for a little while will know that we've had our eye on purchasing what's known as a DH4 locomotive, a diesel hydraulic locomotive, which we're affectionately calling the Red Devil because it's taken us a devil of a time to be able to afford the license to be able to drive that beast. If we have a successful exercise today, we should be able to finally get the license that we need, and in our next episode we can explore a brand new acquisition. Quick look at where we are on the world map. We can see we're almost through the loop. Something more than halfway to the food factory now. Tunnel's only short, no need to put on the lights here. Oh, we're going fast. I think we're okay though. Managed to catch that in time. I do want to look at the station map for the food factory to plan our deliveries, but I'm also a little fearful that if I take my eyes off the track ahead for too long, we're going to come to grief. It's a little bit of an undulating track, sections going uphill, others going downhill. So it's quite necessary to keep your wits about you. But it's a pleasant drive. Okay, I think we're under control. Let's have a look at LH91. We need to uncouple it at D3S. LH57 at C1S. D3S and C1S. Unfortunately, Grandpa's short-term memory isn't really good, so was that D3S and C1S? I'm not really sure. Look at the station map. Or food factory. There's D and there's C, so it does matter. Let's... We'll need to plan this properly. Eek. Yeah, eye candy is simply amazing. Look at that. That's glorious. We're not very far away from Food Factory now, I believe. We'll probably stop at the outskirts and just plan those deliveries a little bit clearer than what I currently have done. Time-wise, I think we're doing okay, so we should be able to plan that out without impacting our ability of achieving a bonus. I think we're pretty well there. Let's just stop here for a moment and double check our situation. So, firstly, world map. Yes, we are at the Food Factory. Secondly, station, let's have a look at LH57 is our frontmost set of cars. Is that correct? Yes, it is. And that needs to go to C1S. So we can probably have a look at the station map. We can probably deal with the D3S, LH91, the back cars first. So let's go back to here. Set our points. We want that one to be going to the left, this one going to the left, this one to the left, and we want to be going into D3S, which will be coming in from the north, pointing north. So if I'm guessing correctly, this should go to the right, this should go to the right, this should go to the left. We should be coming along this way. Okay, so just a matter of if I have planned everything out correctly. Make sure. I think we've already gone too far, you know. I think that's D there. So let's back up. It's an awful good thing there's not other trains running around Derail Valley. Okay. So, if my guess is correct, at our world map. Yeah, we're coming in from the north. So it actually means we have to go right here. Continue on the right, and then we'll go into D. Okay. So I think we were actually correct. That's A. And I'm hoping that we're going into yard D. Yes, we are. D3S there. Which is... Oh. We're at D2I, so... We didn't quite get it right, but we're not too far away. And the good thing is, there's no other carriages in this siding by the looks of things. This is D2I. We just need to turn right here. And we should be able to roll straight into D3S. Yes. Okay, we're in a good spot. Remembering we've got quite a few cars that we're going to be not leaving here. So we need to go a fair way up to ensure that the cars we are leaving behind are fully within the siding. I think that will do us. Okay, let's jump out. And let's go and check that these carriages at the back are fully within D3S. They're not. Good thing we checked. We need to pull forward a little bit more. Oh dear. we can go quite a fair way here. Okay, that should do. We won't block the road. Jump out. Let's go and uncouple those and make sure that we put on the handbrake. So now they're definitely fully within the siding, right near the crane. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put the handbrake on, which is a requirement. Uncouple it. Oops. Okay. That one is good to go. So that leaves us with LH57, which needs to go to C1S. Quickly look at the station map again. So we're currently at D. We want to go to C1S. We can continue along here and back into C. So let's make sure that point is set to the left. We'll have a look at C. We'll be heading north then. So it should be to the right. 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 Okay, I think that's correct. But just in case it's not, we'll cover both bases. Okay, that doesn't matter which way we come in from. Okay. Let's romp away. Okay, C1S, here we come. I hope. So I think these are the points that we need to go past. Then we'll be backing into C1S and hoping that nothing's in our path. So here we are at C1S, and we see there's a bit of a problem. There is currently some carriages in here. So we're going to approach them with caution and see if we can't push them along gently so that all of our carriages currently fit in. So we'll stop here and make sure the handbrakes are released on these carriages. It's a nice long siding, so it should be a-okay to fit both in. And the handbrake is off. And this one was on, so that is now off. We should be in a reasonable position to push that along now. Let's just slowly bump into those. Okay. Of course, one of the problems that we've encountered is that when we stop, these carriages have not. That's something we're going to have to deal with later. But for now, let's worry about getting our money. Oh boy. That's an accident waiting to happen. Put our handbrake on. Go and get our money. Wow, we're really going to have to chase those. Maybe that's the first job we can do with our new DH4. It's still going. I don't know where it's going to end up. Okay, let's not waste time worrying about that. This one in. Yes, we received money for that. Oh, elapsed time was 45 minutes. I don't know if we got our bonus. Oh, that's disappointing. This one here. Also 45 minutes. Let's have a look whether we managed to. Yes, I think we did. I think we got bonuses on both of these, so let's have a look. The base pay for LH91, 9499. Elapsed time was 45 minutes, bonus time was 45 minutes. So we just scraped it in. We got an extra 50%, 4,750 on top for 14k for the job in total. And for LH 57, 6,600 base pay, 50% bonus, 3,300, gives us close enough to 10k for the entire job as well. So, reasonable payday. Let's see though whether we've been able to achieve what we need to achieve. We need to make sure that our fees don't take us below the 50,000 mark. I think we're going to pay our fees now, even though we could save money by doing it manually. Let's pay our fees and get it over and done with. Okay, no fees. We may now buy new licenses. So let's do that, then we'll go and rescue those cars that have run away on us. Go to licenses. DH4, 50,000. That's what we want. We've got 60,000. That leaves us a little bit left. And there we are. 4 axle diesel hydraulic locomotives are available to us. So that's fantastic. After what appears to be months of work, but it probably wasn't that long, we've managed to get the DH4. So, shall we go and have a look at one? Those carriages have finally, thankfully, come to a stop. Let's have a look at our DH4. Where is it? Please tell me you're still here. Do. Oh no. After all of that? Disappointment. I'm 99% sure that there'll be a DH4 in the roundhouse here at Harbour Town. It's going to cost us $15.74, but heck, I think worth it. Let's do it. Okay, here we are, back at Harbour and Town. We've been here before. This is where we got the slug a few episodes ago. Let's go along to the roundhouse. And let's hope that there's a DH4 waiting for us. In actual fact, there's more than one. How many DH4s do you want? Here they are. Ready and waiting for us. This is it. DH4. twice the tractive effort of a DE2. And let's hop in. There it is there. It's a nice looking locomotive. The visibility looks like it's a bit tight. Okay, so our challenge for next episode, let's drive the Red Devil. So once again, if you've stayed with us this long, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And please do like and subscribe. We'll look forward to seeing you next time. I think what we need to do is go and rescue these guys. This doesn't need to be done on camera. Oh boy. You wouldn't read about it. Off. On. Okay, let's go and get it. Oh man. Surely that's far enough. Let's go and have a look. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay. I think that should be sufficient. Shall we go and look? Very nicely done. Okay, everything's in the siding. Handbrake on here. And we're good. Okay. Handbrake on.